In May alone, over $399 million worth of property was tokenized. This isn't a side project. It's a government-grade blockchain rollout. Dubai just launched the world's first government-backed real estate tokenization platform on the XRP Ledger. UAE residents can now invest in fractional shares of real estate. No huge down payment, no paperwork nightmares, just quick, secure ownership. This is the kind of thing that crypto's been promising for years, and now it's finally happening. Dubai didn't pick XRP because it's trendy. They picked it because it checks every box: speed, cost, scale, sustainability, and compliance. Real estate on the blockchain, powered by the XRP Ledger, backed by the government, and built for the future. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got a hot topic that I know many are talking about constantly. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it worth investing? Is it a scam? Is it a meme coin? And so on and so on. Can you guess what it is? XRP, yes. So let's straighten things out. Dubai just launched the world's first government-backed real estate tokenization platform on the XRP Ledger. We're going to dig into why they picked XRP, how the platform actually works, and we're going to go deep into the technical details of XRP and what this means for the coin, the whole crypto and global tokenization. So what's going on in Dubai? On May 26th, 2025, the Dubai Land Department launched Cryco Mint, a real estate tokenization platform built with fintech firm Cryco and tech partner Control Alt. And yeah, that name, pretty clever. Here's what makes it big. For as little as 2,000 AED, about $545, UAE residents can now invest in fractional shares of real estate. No huge down payment, no paperwork nightmares, just quick, secure ownership, thanks to the XRP Ledger. But this isn't just a pilot. It's part of a $16 billion initiative to tokenize up to 7% of Dubai's real estate market by 2033. In May alone, over $399 million worth of property was tokenized, 17.4% of all sales that month. And it's fully backed by serious players: the UAE Central Bank, VARA, DIFC, DFSA, the Dubai Future Foundation, and Zank Digital Bank for fiat on-ramps. So yeah, this isn't a side project. It's a government-grade blockchain rollout, and it's all running on XRP Ledger. So now that you know what's happening, here's the big question. Why XRP? Out of all the blockchains they could have used, Ethereum, Polygon, Solana, why did Dubai go with the XRP Ledger? It works. First off, it's fast. We're talking 3 to 5 second transaction times. That's a game changer when you're dealing with real estate where delays cost serious money. Second, it's cheap. XRP transaction costs fraction of a cent. That's perfect when people are investing just a few $100. No one wants a $20 gas fee eating into their investment, right? Third, it's scalable. XRPL can handle up to 1,500 transactions per second, which is exactly what Dubai needs if they're planning to tokenize billions in real estate. Fourth, it's energy efficient. No mining, no waste. It uses a lightweight consensus model, way greener than proof-of-work chains like Bitcoin. That fits right into Dubai's clean tech goals. And finally, it's regulation friendly. XRP Ledger was built with institutions in mind. It's stable, transparent, and easier to integrate with legal systems. That's a huge deal when you're syncing with official land registries. So yeah, Dubai didn't pick XRP because it's trendy. They picked it because it checks every box: speed, cost, scale, sustainability, and compliance. Okay, so we've talked about what Dubai's doing and why they chose XRP. Now let's look at how this whole thing actually works. It starts with the property itself. It could be an apartment, a villa, a commercial unit. Instead of drowning in paperwork and waiting weeks, the title deed is digitized and tokenized. That's where the tech partner Control Alt steps in. They built a system that connects directly to Dubai's official land registry. So every property token is backed by real verified data. Now, here's where it gets really cool. Each token is fractionalized. That means instead of buying the whole property, you can buy a tiny piece, like 0.01%, for as little as 2,000 AED. It's like owning a share of a building, fully backed and legally recognized. Once you've got your money ready through Zand Digital Bank, by the way, you log into the Cryco Mint platform, choose a property, and buy your share. The moment you hit buy, that transaction is confirmed on the XRP Ledger, fast, secure, and fully settled in seconds. And here's the best part. You can sell those shares too. Crypto includes a secondary marketplace where you can cash out or trade with other investors. That means real estate finally gets something it's always lacked: liquidity. Behind the scenes, everything stays synced with the land registry. So this isn't just a digital token floating in the void. It's legally tied to the real world property it represents. Bottom line, Control Alt handles the tech, Zank Bank handles the money, Cryco Mint handles the platform, and XRP Ledger makes it all run like clockwork. Fast, efficient, accessible. Yeah, and it's kind of genius if you think about it. Thing is, developers are creating ways for easier mass adoption, all things from XRP to tokenization. So much is happening, which from my perspective is good, to reach a broader audience, to eventually, later on present them to decentralized options. All right, now before we go deeper, let's take a step back and make sure we all understand what the XRP Ledger actually is. Because trust me, there's a lot of confusion out there. So here's the quick rundown. The XRP Ledger, often called XRPL, is a public open source blockchain that was launched back in 2012. It was created by a group of developers, David Schwartz, Arthur Brito, and Jed McCaleb, who wanted to build a better, faster alternative to Bitcoin. And yet this was long before Ethereum and all the other small contract platforms took off. And their goal is to create a digital asset and blockchain that could move value across borders quickly, cheaply, and without the insane energy usage of mining. And that's where XRP, the native token of the XRP Ledger, comes in. XRP acts like a kind of bridge currency. It can be used to facilitate cross-border payments, act as liquidity between fiat currencies, or, like we're seeing in Dubai, serve as a foundation for tokenizing real-world assets. Now, here's where XRPL gets interesting. Unlike Bitcoin, which uses proof of work, or Ethereum, which uses proof of stake, the XRP Ledger runs on something called a consensus protocol. Basically, instead of mining or staking, a group of validator nodes reaches agreement on the state of the ledger every few seconds. This makes the network super fast. We're talking 3 to 5 second confirmations and incredibly cheap to use. We're not talking low fees, like a couple of bucks. We're talking fractions of a penny per transaction. That's why it's perfect for high volume systems, micropayments, and even fractional real estate ownership like we're seeing with Cryco Mint in Dubai. Another thing that sets XRPL apart is its built-in features. Most blockchains require smart contracts to issue tokens or perform custom logic, but the XRP Ledger actually has a lot of that functionality baked right into the protocol itself. Things like token issuance, escrow, time-locked transactions, multi-signature wallets, and decentralized exchange functionality, it's all native to the ledger. So if you are an institution or a developer building financial apps, that makes your life way easier. You don't have to worry about smart contracts, bugs, or gas fees spiking. You just tap into the tools already built into the XRPL. And here's a fun fact: XRPL has has been running continuously since 2012 with no downtime. That's over a decade of consistent uptime. In the crypto space, that's like being a dinosaur in a good way. So when people say XRP Ledger is boring, I get it. It doesn't have the hype of meme coins or NFT drama. But you know what? It works. It's battle tested, and governments and institutions are starting to take it seriously because of that. Now that you've got the big picture of what XRPL is, let's talk about the flip side, the decentralization debate. Because as much as people love the speed and reliability, not everyone's convinced it's truly trustless or decentralized. And that's where things start to get interesting. Before we go any deeper, let's quickly break down what the XRP Ledger actually is, because a lot of people still mix it up. It's launched in 2012. The XRP Ledger, also called XRPL, is a public open source blockchain created by a group of developers who wanted something faster and more efficient than Bitcoin. And it shows. Instead of mining or staking, XRPL uses a consensus protocol where validator nodes agree on transactions every few seconds. The thing that it's been running nonstop since 2012 with zero downtime, that kind of reliability is rare in crypto. So it's not flashy, it's not a meme coin, but it works. And that's exactly why serious institutions like Dubai's government are starting to build on it. There are some defenses why this isn't necessarily a deal breaker. So we've covered the decentralization concerns, and it's true. XRP Ledger isn't as open as Bitcoin or Ethereum. But here's the thing. That might actually be a feature, not a flaw, especially for governments and big institutions. This setup was built to be fast, reliable, and regulator-friendly. When you're plugging into systems like land registries or central banks, you don't want total anonymity. You want accountability, and XRP's validator model offers just that. And no, Ripple doesn't run the whole show anymore. Over the years, they've actively pushed to decentralize the validator list, bringing in universities, exchanges, and third-party organizations. So the network's been gradually opening up. Also, let's be real, decentralization alone doesn't guarantee stability. Some fully decentralized projects are a mess. XRPL has been running nonstop since 2012 with no downtime. That's exactly what you want when you're dealing with billions in real estate. And for users, it's simple, it's fast, it's cheap. That's the kind of user experience that actually brings new people in, not just crypto pros. Bottom line is that XRPL is decentralized enough to be trustworthy and structured enough to work for institutions. For Dubai, that balance is perfect, and honestly, it might be the model other governments follow next. What does this mean for XRP? Not just for XRP, but for crypto as a whole. What Dubai is doing isn't just a tech demo. It's real, government-backed use case, tokenized real estate, hundreds of millions in volume, live, on-chain, and fully integrated with the legal system. This is the kind of thing that crypto's been promising for years, and now it's finally happening. First, it's a huge credibility boost for XRP. For the longest time, XRP sat in this awkward middle group, too centralized for the crypto crowd, too crypto for the banks. And now a global city is using it to power a nationwide property system. That's real validation. Second, it shows that XRP is evolving. It's not just about cross-border payments anymore. It's becoming a legit platform for tokenizing real-world assets, property, finance, maybe even government infrastructure. That unlocks trillions in future value. Third, this helps Ripple go global. With regulatory approval in Dubai, banking partners on board, a stablecoin on the way, and now a real estate platform live, Ripple's building an ecosystem, not just pitching one. Fourth, Dubai's move sets a regulatory example. They're proving that you can bring blockchain into the real world without losing control. That's a model other countries are likely watching closely. And finally, this is the moment for crypto itself. We're moving past hype, past speculation, and into real utility. This is how blockchain goes mainstream, not with memes, but with infrastructure. Dubai is not experimenting, they're going all in, and they've chosen the XRP Ledger to lead the way. So there you have it, guys. Dubai's not just talking innovation, they're doing it. Real estate on the blockchain, powered by the XRP Ledger, backed by the government and built for the future. Whether you're bullish on XRP or just watching the space, one thing's clear. Real world adoption is here and it's only getting started. And I do understand, me myself, I totally am a Bitcoin lover. I think it's the OG, it's fully decentralized, and it's the one that will keep being the digital gold that it is. But it doesn't necessarily take away from other ecosystems, other infrastructures, and other ways to reach mass adoption. In this case, XRP is doing the right thing, and I think it'll bring more people into the space, and that's what we want. We want more people understanding blockchain, more people understanding crypto, and through this, we might get closer. If you found this video helpful, give it a like to support the channel. Drop your thoughts in the comments, especially if you see this expanding globally, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives like this. Thanks so much for watching. Catch you in the next one.